globally, billions remain in the dark about elevated levels of the potent stress hormone cortisol, lurking in their system. Elevated cortisol levels don't just silently reside, they manifest in numerous detrimental health conditions, ranging from hypertension, unwanted belly fat accumulation, to notable muscle fatigue. Delving deeper, cortisol isn't the enemy, it's an essential hormone playing several crucial roles in our physiology. Primarily, it acts as our body's anti-inflammatory agent, averting discomfort and swelling. It's a maestro, harmonizing our circadian rhythms or internal biological clock. Furthermore, cortisol maintains glucose balance, collaborating with hormones like insulin, and is pivotal in metabolic processes, determining how efficiently our body transforms food to energy. Notably, it also powers the innate fight or flight response, preparing us to confront or evade imminent dangers. However, like any orchestra, harmony is key. An imbalance, with cortisol levels swinging too high or plummeting too low, can wreak havoc both physically and mentally, given its profound influence on our brain. In this in-depth guide, we'll illuminate the 8 glaring signs indicating a surge in your cortisol levels and delve into its root causes. Moreover, arm yourself with our curated list of practical lifestyle modifications and remedies to recalibrate and sustain optimal cortisol levels. A note of caution, this guide serves an educational intent. Should you suspect any health anomalies, it's paramount to consult with your healthcare professional. Number 1. A loss of buttocks and thighs. Decoding high cortisol, the unmistakable shift from muscle to belly fat. One of the telltale manifestations of elevated cortisol levels is the paradoxical combination of muscle depletion, particularly in the thigh and buttock regions, alongside an accumulation of abdominal fat. This striking transformation is particularly prevalent among the aging population, especially men past their 50s. The scenario often presents as slender, almost twig-like legs juxtaposed with a more prominent and padded abdominal area. To understand this perplexing change, let's dive into the body's biochemistry. Elevated cortisol actively breaks down muscle proteins, primarily in the legs, converting them into glucose to fuel the body. As this surge of sugar enters the bloodstream, another key player, the hormone insulin, steps in. Insulin efficiently shuttles this glucose, converting and storing it as visceral belly fat. While stress stands out as a primary culprit behind high cortisol, nutritional inadequacies also significantly contribute. We'll delve deeper into these causative factors and their remedies shortly. Number 2. Waking up in the middle of the night. The midnight mind race, high cortisol's intrusive nightly alertness. Do you frequently find yourself jolted awake between the hours of 2 to 3 a.m., besieged by an incessantly racing mind? This isn't just a bout of insomnia, it's a glaring indication of an elevated cortisol level in your system. Instead of basking in the tranquil embrace of sleep, you might grapple with an overly analytical mind, ruminating on issues, formulating plans, or attempting to puzzle out dilemmas, all at an hour meant for deep rest. I, too, have navigated this disconcerting cycle on countless occasions before I grasped the underlying cause. Cortisol, often dubbed the master of circadian rhythm, regulates our internal body clock. An excessive amount can offset our sleep patterns, making us hyperalert, a residual effect of the body being perpetually stuck in fight or flight mode. Number 3. High blood pressure. The stress-blood pressure nexus, how cortisol amplifies cardiovascular risks. Many of us are familiar with the notion that stress and hypertension go hand in hand, but few truly grasp the underlying mechanics. Dive deeper, and you'll find cortisol at the epicenter of this relationship. When our body and brain perceive impending threats, an intricate physiological ballet commences. Cortisol is promptly dispatched, inducing arterial constriction and simultaneously prompting adrenaline to supercharge blood flow, ensuring we're primed with rapid energy reserves. Historically, this reaction readied our ancestors to tackle imminent dangers, be it confronting a lion or evading a bear's chase. While such an acute response is entirely natural and even beneficial, contemporary stresses often linger beyond fleeting moments. Prolonged stress, spanning weeks to years, subjects our blood vessels to persistent strain, maintaining elevated blood pressure levels over extended durations. Such sustained hypertension isn't merely concerning, it's perilous. If left unchecked, it escalates the potential for debilitating conditions like heart disease or stroke, emphasizing the imperative of timely intervention and management. Number 4. A breakout in cold sores. Cold sores unraveled, how stress and cortisol play a role in that pesky outbreak. Imagine those discomforting, tingling blemishes that manifest around your mouth, morphing into sore blisters on your lips. As if their presence isn't vexing enough, they occasionally crack open, causing a stinging sensation, particularly during meals. Many have discerned a pattern, where these cold sores tend to emerge during phases of emotional lows or after encountering significant stress. But what orchestrates this untimely appearance? Enter cortisol, our body's defense maestro. In balanced quantities, cortisol fortifies our immune defense, keeping potential invaders, including the cold sore virus, at bay. However, when life's stresses culminate, or sleep becomes elusive, a cortisol surge ensues. This hormonal flood weakens the immune system, permitting dormant viruses to resurface, culminating in that unwelcome cold sore. Intriguingly, this mechanism isn't exclusive to cold sores, it's a gateway for other infections, like the common cold or flu, emphasizing the intricate dance between stress, cortisol, and our well-being. Number 5. Breathing difficulty. Cortisol's dual role, a guardian and potential saboteur of respiratory health. Cortisol, as previously highlighted, acts as the body's internal anti-inflammatory sentinel, particularly safeguarding the delicate tissues of our lungs and overarching respiratory system. However, a double-edged sword, prolonged exposure to excessive cortisol can lead to a phenomenon termed cortisol resistance. In this state, the body's cells become desensitized to the hormone, impairing its quintessential functions. As a result, the lungs bear the brunt of this imbalance. The intricate bronchial tubes, essential for air passage, begin to swell and thicken. Concurrently, they become laden with obstructive mucus and cellular debris, jeopardizing clear airways. Such a compromised state paves the way for chronic respiratory ailments, encompassing conditions like asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Recognizing this challenge, medical practitioners often recommend cortisol-based inhalers, a testament to the body's need for a supplemental anti-inflammatory boost, given its natural cortisol has faltered in its duty. Number 6. Anxiety. The enigma of anxiety, when constant alarm bellows within. Anxiety, an all too familiar shadow, manifests as an unrelenting sense of apprehension, tension, or overwhelming stress. Picture a ceaseless inner alarm, alerting you to crises that may not even exist, leaving you perennially on edge. Even in moments of calm, the mind ingeniously crafts worries, and this pervasive unease is predominantly fueled by prolonged elevations of cortisol. In this heightened state, the brain, along with the nervous system, perpetually gears up as if bracing for imminent threats, anchored steadfastly in the fight or flight mode. This relentless preparedness renders muscles perpetually contracted, leading, over time, to persistent discomfort. Chronic muscle tension, joint pain, and notably, tightness around the shoulders and throat, emerge as physical testaments to this internal turmoil. Stay tuned as we later delve into strategies to harness and recalibrate this powerful hormone, setting the stage for a more tranquil existence. Number 7. Acid reflux. Unraveling the heartburn mystery, the unexpected role of cortisol and stress. Heartburn, characterized by a recurring sting of acid reflux and an agonizing burn in the chest, might be more intricately connected to your stress levels than you initially perceived. At the heart of this discomfort lies cortisol, a hormone intricately woven into our stress responses. In the face of potential threats, cortisol instinctively reroutes our body's resources, diverting energy primarily towards defense or flight mechanisms. While this serves a protective purpose in the short term, extended periods of heightened cortisol levels disturb the equilibrium of our digestive framework. As cortisol suppresses the regular secretion of vital digestive components like stomach acid, enzymes, and bile, the stage is unwittingly set for an unwelcome surge of acid reflux. Consequently, medical professionals frequently draw parallels between the stresses of daily life and the emergence of acid reflux symptoms. Number 8. Dizziness when suddenly changing position. The cortisol-induced vertigo, why rapid movements may leave you spinning. An often overlooked yet impactful symptom of elevated cortisol levels is a sudden sensation of dizziness or lightheadedness, especially when transitioning from a seated or lying position to standing. This swift change in posture can momentarily disrupt blood flow to the brain. While our bodies are naturally equipped to regulate blood pressure and ensure a steady supply of oxygen-rich blood to our brain, an imbalance in cortisol can momentarily hinder this adaptive mechanism. Cortisol, with its extensive influence on our cardiovascular system, can cause blood vessels to constrict. When combined with the natural gravitational pull on our blood when we stand, it can lead to a transient drop in blood pressure, known medically as orthostatic hypotension. This results in that fleeting yet disconcerting sensation of dizziness. Being cognizant of such symptoms and understanding their link to cortisol can aid in timely interventions, ensuring balance and well-being. Number 9. Diabetic or pre-diabetic. When cortisol levels surge consistently, there's an under-acknowledged consequence that lurks in the background: the potential elevation of blood sugar levels. Cortisol, in its essence, aims to equip the body for immediate responses to stress by mobilizing glucose, ensuring that energy is readily available for fight or flight situations. However, when this cortisol-driven glucose release becomes a recurrent theme, it can culminate in consistently high blood sugar concentrations. Over time, this persistent elevation can predispose individuals to conditions like diabetes or its precursor stage, prediabetes. Recognizing the intertwined relationship between cortisol and blood sugar not only underscores the multifaceted impacts of stress but also emphasizes the imperative of managing stress as a proactive measure against metabolic disorders. Number 10. Stomach ulcers and gastritis. Cortisol's unintended consequence, the link to digestive distress and ulcers. Persistently elevated cortisol levels, while essential in short bursts for our body's stress response, can have unintended repercussions on our digestive health. When cortisol surges, it not only redirects energy to vital organs but also dampens some of our body's normal functions, including the protective mechanisms within our stomach lining. Over time, this reduced protection can lead to an increased susceptibility to the corrosive action of stomach acids, setting the stage for conditions like gastritis and stomach ulcers. These ailments manifest as intense stomach pain, indigestion, and a burning sensation, emphasizing the profound connection between stress and gastrointestinal health. Understanding this intricate relationship underscores the importance of holistic health management, where managing stress becomes paramount in safeguarding our digestive well-being. Number 11. Restless leg syndrome and cortisol, decoding the nerve connection. Elevated cortisol levels, commonly associated with prolonged stress, might be the unexpected culprit behind the unsettling phenomenon known as restless leg syndrome. This condition, marked by an irresistible urge to move one's legs, often accompanied by uncomfortable sensations, can be perplexing and disruptive. The link? Persistently high cortisol levels can lead to imbalances in neurotransmitters and induce nerve-related issues. As cortisol alters the body's natural rhythms and potentially affects nerve function, it might exacerbate or even instigate the symptoms of restless legs. Recognizing this connection offers a fresh perspective on the importance of managing stress and its profound impact on our neurological health. It emphasizes that our body's responses to stress can manifest in myriad ways, and understanding these links is pivotal to holistic health and well-being. Number 12. Frequent bouts of hiccups and cortisol, a surprising connection to the diaphragm. One might not immediately link the seemingly innocuous hiccup to the stress hormone, cortisol, but delve a little deeper, and a fascinating connection emerges. Elevated cortisol, often a byproduct of prolonged stress or physiological imbalances, has broad effects on the body. One of its lesser-known influences is on the diaphragm, the primary muscle responsible for breathing. When cortisol levels remain consistently high, it can lead to sporadic spasms or contractions of the diaphragm, manifesting as those persistent and often bothersome hiccups. This surprising connection underscores the vast and varied impacts of cortisol on our bodily functions. It's a compelling reminder that even the simplest, most everyday occurrences, like hiccups, can be a reflection of deeper internal dynamics and stress responses. Number 13. Hot flashes, cortisol, and the adrenal dance, navigating the menopausal labyrinth. The intricate dance of hormones becomes particularly pronounced during significant life transitions, such as menopause. If you've experienced hot flashes, those sudden, intense waves of warmth washing over you, the hidden puppeteer might be cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Consistently high cortisol levels can indicate overburdened adrenal glands, which play a crucial role in hormone production and regulation. Especially during or after menopause, when the ovaries begin to reduce their hormone production, the adrenal glands step in to help bridge the gap. But if these glands are already taxed due to elevated cortisol, their capacity to assist in hormonal balance diminishes. This can lead to an imbalance, often manifesting as hot flashes. Recognizing the interconnectedness of cortisol, adrenal health, and menopausal symptoms provides a holistic lens through which we can better understand and navigate the challenges of this life phase. Number 14. Brain fog, cortisol and cerebral haze, unraveling the link to brain fog. If you've ever felt like you're wading through a mental mist, struggling to think clearly or recall information, you might be grappling with brain fog. Surprisingly, the persistent stress hormone, cortisol, could be playing a pivotal role in this. When cortisol levels soar and remain elevated, it can directly impact brain functionality, especially areas governing concentration and memory. While cortisol is essential for quick thinking in short-term stressful situations, chronic exposure can be detrimental, leading to cognitive difficulties and that nebulous feeling of being out of sync. The brain, with its intricate web of neural pathways, is sensitive to hormonal imbalances, and an overload of cortisol can disrupt its delicate balance, clouding our thinking. Recognizing this connection between cortisol and brain fog underscores the significance of managing stress, not just for physical well-being but for cognitive clarity and mental agility as well. Number 15. Rosacea on your skin. Cortisol's mark on complexion. Deciphering the rosacea riddle. The radiant clarity of skin can sometimes be marred by the telltale flush of rosacea, a condition characterized by redness, visible blood vessels, and even small, red, pus-filled bumps. While many factors can contribute to its onset, an often overlooked catalyst is cortisol, the body's chief stress hormone. When cortisol levels surge, it has a constricting effect on your blood vessels, initially reducing blood flow. However, this is usually followed by a compensatory dilation of these vessels, leading to increased blood flow to the skin's surface, manifesting as the pronounced redness characteristic of rosacea. This ebb and flow of blood can exacerbate rosacea's symptoms and may even trigger flare-ups in predisposed individuals. Understanding the connection between elevated cortisol and skin redness provides valuable insights into the broader implications of chronic stress and highlights the importance of holistic skincare approaches that factor in internal wellness. Suppose you've recognized a medley of the signs and symptoms we've delved into today and are keen on pinpointing whether elevated cortisol is the unseen culprit. In that case, modern science has made it more accessible than ever. Convenient at-home test kits, encompassing both blood tests and hair analysis, are at your fingertips. What sets these kits apart is their promise of ease and comfort. There's no need to step outside your sanctuary. Once you've done the necessary, simply package it up and send it to a specialized lab using the provided prepaid shipping label. The anticipation is short-lived. In a mere 2 to 5 days, a comprehensive analysis of your cortisol levels will be readily accessible through a user-friendly app or your dedicated online portal. Unraveling your health narrative has never been so effortless. Journey with us as we delve deep into the myriad causes elevating your cortisol, often termed the stress hormone. At the helm of these triggers is emotional and mental stress, a silent saboteur that most modern individuals grapple with. From challenging interpersonal dynamics to mounting work pressures or marital discord, our brain perceives these stressors as threats, consequently sounding the cortisol alarm. Quality rest cannot be underscored enough. Consistently falling short of the recommended 7 to 8 hours of rejuvenating sleep can quietly escalate cortisol levels. Imbibing in alcohol? Doing so daily might strip your body of essential nutrients like vitamin B1, ushering in heightened nervous tension and, you guessed it, increased cortisol. Meanwhile, the allure of stimulants, be it your morning coffee, that fizzy soda, or the energy drink for the midday slump, can over time exhaust your adrenal glands, culminating in cortisol resistance. On the pharmaceutical side, frequent and hefty use of steroid medications, such as prednisone or cortisone, can wreak havoc on your cortisol receptors, leading the adrenal glands into an overproduction frenzy. And let's not forget the silent stressor, excessive weight. Carrying extra pounds doesn't just weigh on your physique, it elevates cortisol as the body grapples with the stress and the very fat cells strive for equilibrium by releasing more of this hormone. Understanding these underlying factors is the first step towards reclaiming hormonal balance. Now, let's explore 5 action steps that you can take to lower your cortisol and turn off the fight or flight response. 1. Elevate your daily meals by integrating 2 to 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. This deactivated yeast isn't just a culinary enhancer but a nutrient-rich addition that promises manifold health benefits. Whether you stir it into velvety yogurts, blend it into hearty soups and stews, or simply use it as a zesty sprinkle atop your fresh salad, you're in for a treat. Packed with B vitamins and a plethora of minerals, nutritional yeast serves as a natural tranquilizer for your nervous system. Beyond that, it actively assists in blood sugar regulation and, most notably, plays a pivotal role in harmonizing your cortisol levels. Treat yourself to this savory delight and steer your health in a vibrant direction. 2. Embark on a journey of rejuvenation with the 4 to 6 breathing method, a simple yet profound technique to usher in relaxation. As you inhale with deliberate gentleness for a count of 4, let your belly expand, absorbing the world's vitality. Then, gracefully exhale to the rhythm of 6 counts, releasing any pent-up tensions. Dedicate a mere 5 minutes to this exercise, and the transformation is palpable. As you delve deeper into the practice, you'll feel the subtle unwinding of your muscles and a stillness taking over your mind, offering unparalleled clarity. This method's magic lies in its ability to engage the phrenic nerve through controlled diaphragmatic breathing, effectively deactivating the body's fight or flight response. Embrace this technique and unlock a reservoir of serenity and lucidity within you. 3. Rethink your beverage habits for a more serene and balanced you. While the allure of caffeinated drinks such as coffee, tea, and sodas is undeniable, it's advisable to taper down to just 1 to 2 cups in the early day and bid them farewell post 2 p.m. Instead, immerse yourself in the tranquil embrace of herbal teas. Opt for lemon balm, passion flower, or peppermint infusions which not only delight the palate but also boast phytonutrients that work wonders for your nervous system. These herbs play a pivotal role in ushering in the calming brain chemical GABA. For those looking for an added boost to combat stress, ashwagandha, a revered herbal supplement, can be your go-to. By making these mindful beverage swaps, you'll be inviting a world of relaxation and tranquility into your daily routine. 4. Dive into the therapeutic realm of nature by committing just an hour daily to low-stress, low-intensity exercises. Embark on gentle strolls amidst nature's embrace, allowing the refreshing outdoor air to rejuvenate your senses. As you tread along the paths, the essential oils emitted by plants and trees work their magic, effortlessly dialing down your stress response and subsequently reducing cortisol levels. The sun, in its golden glory, bestows upon you UVB rays, which not only enrich your skin with vitamin D but also play a pivotal role in mitigating cortisol. So, as you stride towards wellness, remember it's not just about the physical journey but also the holistic experience nature offers in restoring mental and emotional equilibrium. 5. Reconsider your dietary choices by reducing your intake of refined sugars, grains, and foods based on flour, which inadvertently send your blood sugars soaring and provoke the release of cortisol. Instead, lay the foundation of your meals with whole foods teeming with nutrients. Introduce culinary delights like wild-caught salmon, creamy avocados, crisp salads, nutrient-packed broccoli, probiotic-rich kefir, zesty radishes, vibrant peppers, crunchy pumpkin seeds, and succulent organic pork to your plate. Each of these culinary treasures not only boasts a wealth of nutrients but actively fosters a state of relaxation in the body, guiding it away from a state of heightened stress. Embrace this dietary shift for a calm and nourished well-being. Thank you for tuning in and joining me on today's enlightening journey. Remember, knowledge is power, and your well-being is the ultimate treasure. May your days be filled with radiant health, abundant prosperity, and boundless joy. Until next time, take care and be well.